Alrighty, so here's the newest pickup. It's an 87 or 88 Warrior 350. It's a little rough, but the price was, decent. Picked this thing up for 400 bucks. It's got a broken tie rod and a couple little things here and there, but otherwise, it's not that bad. It has compression, it turns over. Battery was dead, so I couldn't really test it, but that's okay. I don't want to damage it further. If anything, I'm gonna make sure everything looks good. But yeah, seat cover looks okay. Plastics are painted black, but not the worst thing in the world. It's got an aftermarket shifter. It has the DG bumper. Tires are in fair condition. This front right is a little bald because I'm pretty sure it's just been pulled along. But I ordered a new tie rod. Found a good used one on eBay, so we'll get that on. First thing I want to do is wash this thing and try to make it see what its potential will really actually be. Yeah, not too bad. Drove about an hour and a half each way to get it. And I think it'll be a nice little project. I like these Warriors. They're nice little quads. Plenty of power. Great beginner quad. Especially for someone learning how to use the clutch. So we'll get this thing washed up and go from there. Alright, so getting back on this Warrior 350. So I pulled the gas tank and to access the carb, and I noticed that this boot was literally has some RTV on it and wrapped with electrical tape. So it's definitely trash. You can pull it apart and see the gap inside. So that would cause a bad air leak. So I went ahead and ordered a new one, and I actually ordered a new carb as well, because this isn't the OEM carb, it's just a cheap Chinese one, but it's disgusting. Like, there's dried gas in here, and it's just not even worth my time. Also, so the plunger for the fuel pump, the squirter, is actually broken off. It was literally bent, and I went to bend it back and it just snapped off. So for 35 bucks I was able to get a whole new carb and a boot. So we'll put those on and start getting this thing back together. Alright, so I got the carb on, got the airbox back on, and I pulled the valve covers, check if everything's in spec, and the valves seem to be in spec. The chain is nice and tight. So I went ahead and hooked up the battery and the one-way bearing is quite loud, like it's going out. So here, I'll show you. So I got the cover off, got the flywheel off, and nothing seems damaged in here. Very little play. So I think I'm just gonna send it. The bearing seems okay. It moves just fine. So I'm not too sure what's going on here, but I guess we'll just put it all back together and see if it runs. Alright, so I got the cover on, but not after I actually replaced the one-way bearing. So when I went to put the flywheel back on, it was just sticking to the gear and making them both spin. So actually, after further inspection, I saw that this has some really bad hot spots on it. So it was definitely spinning with the flywheel the last time it was running. So I went ahead and replaced this whole assembly, this gear, and the one-way bearing, and that seemed to do the trick. So it moves nice and freely now, and you know, it cranks over just fine. So now I'm gonna just put some oil in this thing and put some gas to the carb and see if it starts up, and then we'll go from there. So here we go. Alright, so this thing takes a little over 2.5 quarts. So I'm using ATV wet clutch oil, 1040. Alright, so we got the new fuel line on. I'm going to pour some gas. Getting a good flow to the carb. good. No valve tick. Got a little smoke coming off the exhaust because little oil burning off. But wow, sounds really good. Let's kill it and try to fire it again. Headlights work. No headlights. That. Tail light works, that's good. 1 of 3. So now we'll just so now I'll just get this thing all back together and clean it up real good, and it'll be ready to ride. I'm gonna give it a test ride. Alright. Well, this one's all done. 88 Warrior 350. Ready to go. So off camera I added these headlights. They work really good. Really easy to install. Way brighter than the stock headlights. And I tried stripping the paint, but it was just, so whoever did that initially actually did a pretty good job. It's just been sitting for a long time, so the paint was not stripping off correctly. So what I did was just sanded them down a little bit and gave it a fresh coat with some paint and primer. I think it turned out okay. Definitely looks a lot better than it did. I think I'm still gonna pull this bumper and touch that up. I also did was I pulled the swing arm and gave that a little fresh coat of silver. Doesn't look the best, but it matches the quad, so I don't think it looks the worst. Definitely looks better than it did, that's for sure. So I'd say this one's ready to go. Fires right up. Sounds really good. Super happy with this one. So, now it's all done. We go ahead and get it posted and get this one to a new home.